It's a great honor to share some Divrei Torah during the Yimei Bein HaMitzarim for the Chosheva website that's all over the five towns, fivetownCentral.com. Really appreciate the opportunity. I figured since we're in the 3 weeks, we're in the 9 days, that maybe I could share something I saw recently in the unbelievable sefer, the Ima Banim Samecha of Teichtal, a tremendous tzaddik who was killed at the very end of the war. He wrote this fantastic sefer, the Ima Banim Samecha, all about Eretz Yisrael. And in it, he shares a very interesting question that others have dealt with in the past. The Maharal talks about it. And he asks, why is it, like we see from Chazal, we see that before the Geula, there needs to be tremendous Golus. It's not just a small level of Golus, it has to be like the most intense time of Golus. And you imagine, when the Ima Banim Samecha is writing this is during the Second World War, the Holocaust. So he's struggling with this question, why is it? Why do we need such strong Golus before the Geula? And he gives a number of answers, and the one that really resonates with him and resonates with me, really fantastic idea. He says, B'Shem, one of the Mekubalim, he says it when it comes to Mitzrayim. He says that Mitzrayim had to be a terrible, terrible situation for the Jewish people, because if not for the fact that they suffered so greatly in Mitzrayim, when Hashem would have offered them the Torah, they never would have accepted it. They would have said, life is good, we're happy, we're fine. That's the teva, that's the nature of how human beings are. He says, but through experiencing such dark times, we were able to recognize, wow, the Torah is something that it's a tremendous access for us to meaning and to joy and to simcha and to all the things that we desire and that we hold to be dear and sacred. We wouldn't have been able to really connect with that if not for the fact that we had experienced such difficult times. And he says the same thing is with Mashiach. He says, if not for the fact that we all go through such sorrows on a national level and for sure on a personal level, then who would want Mashiach? Who needs Mashiach? If everything's great, everyone's fine, why would we ever ask for Mashiach? He says it's necessary to go through such a strong level of galus at the end, so that we are really, really looking for Mashiach, really yearning for Mashiach. I think that that's something in society today. I think in secular society, I think in frum society, it's creeped in. Something for us to think about is that we're so busy trying to make everything perfect. We want to do that for our kids, for our own lives. All we want is things to be perfect. And the reality is that the way the human brain is wired is that we really only understand good or bad based on better or worse. We compare things from how they have been, and this is better than it was. And maybe some way that we could grow through Tisha B'Av is to think about embracing the parts of life that are difficult, that are upsetting, that make us angry and disappointed, and seeing them in a new light as those are the things that when life is amazing and beautiful and good, that we could properly understand, wow, life is amazing and beautiful and good. And we could kind of use these lessons of Tisha B'Av, talking about the darkest of times of the Jewish people, and of course we all relate to it on our own personal levels, and we could take that and we could use that to appreciate all the good we have the rest of the year. And with that, we could really hope and yearn for the Mashiach to come soon. B'mheira b'yameinu, amen.